Hello everyone, I'm still continuing my journey around Anuradhapura while I saw this. This exactly looks like the Jetavana but still this is known as Abhayagiriya. Abhayagiriya isn't just a dagaba, it is a complex where ancient monks lived, where more than 5,000 monks existed. So let's discover its history and traditional brilliance. So let's begin. So, Anuradhapura contains many dagabas. When you visit, you might get mixed up with Jetavana and Abhayagiriya. Here's how you can figure it out. In the Jetavana a whole part of this triangle bit on the top is broken down, but at Abhayagiriya, not that much of it is broken down. Once I said in my Jetavana video, why is that part broken? So to know why it is actually broken, you have to watch that video about Jetavana from the link in the description down below. Here's a good travel tip for you travelers. When you're visiting places like Ruandelisaya, Abhayagiriya and Jetavana always remember to visit these places in the morning, because if not, when you're traveling in the noon, your feet will burn. If your feet is burning, then it's okay to wear socks, which I'm wearing now, because you are not permitted to wear slippers into places like this, so it's okay to wear socks. Any visit to Abhayagiriya won't come to an end without just at least walking around like we did in Ruanelisaya and Jetavana. So now let's do that. Will you follow along me while I'll explore the Abhayagiriya? At a corner of the Abhayagiriya, you will see another marvelous creation which is known as the Buduge or the Buddha's house. So let's take a step in and see what there it is in. The video about Abhayagiriya won't just come to an end from here. The gate you see here, as we step out from that gate, we see another marvel creations which are connected to Abhayagiriya, like the ancient Rathna Prasadaya, the ancient Danashala, the Moonstone, Murugala, and many more things. So let's wave a hand to Abhayagiriya and step out of the gate to see many other creations than this. So I was walking around the roads of Abhayagiriya when I saw this. This is the most creative moonstone in the Anuradhapura kingdom. So let's take a closer look to this moonstone and see the meaning which it indicates. You will see lotus flower petals in the outer boundary, which indicates that we are burning from the fire named Raga, Dvesha and Moha. Next, you will see the four animals: elephant, horse, lion and bull, which shows the main four stages of life, which are birth, getting older, suffering from sicknesses and death. The next tribe shows the selfishness and the jealousy of people. The swan indicates purity and cleanliness. The next tribe, which is smaller than the one we told before, shows that the selfishness decreases and the mankind becomes good. The final lotus flower indicates nirvana, or the release from the sadness of life, which is eternal peace. So in the ancient times, this was used as a rug. And when people were walking inside this building, they have felt that inner peace inside them. When I was traveling in the same road, I saw this. This place is known as the Rathna Prasadaya, which you see here, and Rathna Prasadaya contains the world's well-preserved Koravagala and also the guard stone. This is known as the guard stone, and the thing you see here, which is actually behind, is known as the Koravagala. You can also see a moonstone right here, but it is not well preserved like the moonstone we saw before. So let's spare a minute and see the historical value of this guard stone and the Koravagala. This place you see here is known as the Refectory or the Dhanashala. In the ancient times when monks were there in Abhayagiriya, they came here to have their food. So let's walk around and see other things which we can see right here. So the thing you see here is known as a gull or a stone boat made here in the Dhanashala or the Refectory. In the ancient books of the monk named Fahian, it says that there were more than 5,000 monks who lived in the Abhayagiriya surrounding. So this is one thing that shows it, because we can suggest that there were more than 5,000 bowls that those monks ate their food right here in this Gallarua. As I was walking around the roads of the Abhayagiriya, I saw this wonderful place, which is known as the Elephant Pond or the Atpakuna. So let's walk around and see its historical values and many things which we can find about it. You might think, when you listen to the name Elephant Pond, that this was a place in the ancient times elephants took their bath, but that's not the truth. It is known as the Atpakuna or the Elephant Pond in the modern times is because it's very large. It was the main source, like Kuttampakuna, which water was taken to the Abhayagiriya monks. As the sun is setting down, our journey to Abhayagiri and the places surrounding it comes to an end. So I will end today's video reminding you about my next video, which is about Mirsavatia. Hope you all see it. So until then, safe travels. As the sun is setting down, our journey